There is some which is more funny than others. And it was always used to say you are not really into the game until you have found a Diplo. It's some sort of a dinosaur. I'm sorry, my camera, I need to attach it a little bit better because I noticed that the cable was halfway out. So I don't suddenly lose everything. I better get it proper inserted where it belongs. Or not. My arms are too short. No, they are fine. Good. Then it should be fine again. Yeah. Well, you can use sodium, but I normally recommend people make iron batteries. They are made by mixing cobalt and ferrite dust, so you actually get them and can produce them. They last longer than sodium because when you really start using sodium, it quickly goes down and it can be tricky to acquire. But remember, always scan things so you get, because if you found them without scanning, you only get the primary resource out of them. If you scan them, you also can get the secondary if there is any. And sometimes sodium is secondary, so it is, yeah. I'm not telling you how to play. You have to find that out yourself. And the good thing is, no one will tell you in this game that you are playing wrong. But if you keep a base on a couple of hundred and make sure you maintain that, that should keep you to survive. Yeah, but you have, if you started on normal, you have 9,999 you can have in one slot. I'm limited to 500. But that's by choice, not anything else. I'm so macho, I have to play on the hardest setting. Yeah, but what you don't know is you also need sodium for the shielding on your ship. So believe me, you can never get too much sodium. But just for playing around normally, you will pick up a lot. And worst case is, if you get too much, you can always sell it. I was going to say, if you're a hoarder like the rest of us, then that will never be a problem. You just pick up. But I would say the game will lead you into the missions there is. Even mine will, even though not at the moment, but because it tells me to go and pick up my ship, which I'm not going to do. But it will actually guide me into the missions. Well, it will teach you something about basic repairs, and that's actually good. See, you're already further than I am. You're overtaking me now. Oh, go back and play Starfield. I have to play in a little bit different pace. That was the building I was on my way to when I stumbled across this one. Well, I can only recommend doing the missions you're presented with. First of all, it teaches you quite a bit on the game. And then if you get stuck with something, we are here to help. So I what am I doing? I rather would say it like that. Actually, I rather want to do that immediately when I can. But I will say it gives you a little bit of this stressy situation because you're just chucked on a planet and you have to survive. So you have to find things which will help you survive. And believe me, a lot of people die the first half hour because they're not paying attention to what they're supposed to do. Hey Wicked, I had to fold the first run, so I have restarted. Well, in best case, I would have to spend around 20 hours finding the ship, and then I had a feeling I might end up in a situation where I couldn't even repair it because I didn't have any tools. which I could only get in the anomaly, which I couldn't get to without a ship. Ah, you went that way. Okay, yeah.
Radiation protection stabilizing.
Well, but I kind of thought that, well, spending so many hours and not even be sure I could do anything. But I couldn't even build a Corvette because I couldn't get to a space station. So, yeah. Yeah, well, that is true, but I wouldn't even be able to do that because I would need the multi-tool I didn't have, the terrain modifier which I didn't have, and that would have been. Maybe. I will not disagree with that, but I just kept going to the. Well, no matter what I do, it will take forever to do nothing. How on earth did you get chromatic metal then? That's
Radiation protection falling.
yeah, but you can't build the base computer without chromatic metal. Then I would have had to go to the start ship.
Radiation protection falling. Radiation protection
Oh,
falling.
fuck. So you're saying
Technology recharge.
that the crash ship directed you to the base building?
Radiation protection falling.
Oh yeah, you will get that later. Serving suit. Yeah. You just follow that. Yeah, but I must admit I couldn't see how I could repair a ship without a. Uh, 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 I might be wrong. Let's see what happens here when I get to that point. Then,
Radiation protection.
because then that then will be the same. But without the tutorial on, you get the base computer included. Oh, that disappears when you do repair it.
Radiation protection. Falling.
No, I know, and that's why it surprises me you got it automatically, because
Radiation protection. Falling.
well, that might be where the whole problem lays. You got it automatically, that because I have never gotten it automatically.
Technology recharge. Radiation protection. Falling.
I have always been in the situation where I had to repair the crashed ship I find fully before I can take flight. Can I actually?
Radiation protection. Stabilizing.
Bruh.
Radiation protection. Falling.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, and it shows you where to get the seal,
Technology recharge.
but that's not normally a problem, I would say. I can make that. I can make that.
Technology repaired. Technology repaired.
Well. So you didn't go there? So any building would give you the seal? I think I actually have seen that before. Yeah, I see the point. But I always have had to repair the ship fully before I could take flight. Ah, okay.
Technology prepared.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I have been overthinking it, but I know when I did these challenges earlier, and I had to repair the ship. I didn't get any, but I might that might be because you have the tutorial on. Well, so am I normally. Believe me. You know, if something doesn't work out, then you have to try again to see if that was because it was really wrong or what. Oh, you got the map and the storms. Yeah, that was what the Wicked just talked about. Yeah, I should have warned you about that, but nah. Yeah, you have to get the blueprint for that in the anomaly when you get that far. If you have noticed, I try not to give spoilers, so of course, if you're sitting watching what I'm doing, you will get some here and there, but yeah, I already told him that iron batteries is the best protection if you remember to use them. Well,
Technology recharge.
I actually think in the start game it's okay, but later on it's you get the same things and can make them yourself. Yes, you can. However, it does it when you get in and out of your ship. So that's the best, but you can always go into the options and then if you say quit to mode select, it will tell you how long ago it was saved last time. So if it's, yeah, that's too early, he's just started. But yeah, save beacon. is something you can bring with you. But it will tell you how long ago you last saved. But it will save every time you get out of your ship. But you're absolutely right. Save beacon is a good thing to have with you if you are a lot out on foot. There is certain events that actually triggers a save, but I don't exactly know when they come. Because I was standing in a cave, and when I did certain things, it showed up that it had just saved, so I could go out of the game there, but yeah. Is the lunch break over? So that is kind of close enough, isn't it? Oh, I already had one. Oh, damn. I'm wasting my resources here. But yeah, I'm still looking for a ship, by the way. So I already had one I could have bought. There was one of those trade people landing where I was, but I didn't have money for it. So yeah. I thought there was another building nearby. Am I wrong here? I really don't want to go back to those I already visited. Okay. Hello there, and good evening. So I'm on a radiated planet now, and this is not much better than the other one. But at least I have the proper tools now, so hopefully. going that way. Well, maybe there is a trading post that way. Then I just need to make money. Who needs work when they have No Man's Sky? Oh, I'm glad you got the game.
Radiation protection falling. Radiation protection falling.
Stop doing that.
Technology recharge. Radiation protection falling.
Yeah, I can sit and watch it for hours.
Technology recharge.
So,
Radiation protection falling.
and I'm running.
Radiation protection falling.
Yeah, kind of. Kind of.
Units received. Radiation protection falling.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Technology recharge.
Okay.
Radiation protection falling.
Now I'm bloody running north again. My internal compass is not working today. Oh. Yeah, they are. That is true.
Radiation protection falling. Technology recharge. Radiation protection falling. Radiation protection falling.
Jesus, that is not going to make it easy on me on this planet. Oh, I almost prefer the cold planet.
Radiation protection falling.
I need to find some more caves. I think there is over there. Go away, plants.
Radiation protection falling.
Yeah, well. If you don't want to give me what I'm looking for, then I will look for what you're giving me. What did it go there? at least getting some cobalt is not going to be rocket science. Marriage. Okay. Yeah, well, I actually think you can still beat me even though I restarted. I am not on the lucky side on these challenges in general. Not that I'm moaning about it, because I'm not. I'm absolutely not. Well, they look like this in caves. Hanging down from the ceiling or from the... Yeah, I know we could... well... Now you need the terrain manipulators to cut in, but you can go into caves though. Yeah, it is. It has actually turned very very aggressive lately, I find. I think they have put a Vogue protection on as well. Oh dear. So that should be enough for now. Then we need to get out of here, preferably. picking up these because both sodium and oxygen is actually useful. And there's a lot of them in here, so that's not a bad thing. To do this while I remember it. That might be helpful at some point. Yeah, I don't have space for them, so whoop. Yeah, some might say I'm wasting my time right now, but yeah. But as long as I don't have anything better to do, then this is actually kind of useful. That was not so useful, but yeah. Marrow pulp is actually useful because it refines into sodium, so should you need, that is a good alternative. To be a little bit careful with my carbon, to be honest. So everything comes to an end, even a cave. Problem is you don't always know how far underground you are.
Radiation protection falling.
Well, if you say so. Oh, well, yeah, that is not what I'm going for. I'm actually still going west. I have a feeling that's the right thing to do. And if I'm wrong, I'll have to change my mind at some point.
Radiation protection falling.
1200. Yeah, I do. I'm starting having a lot of crap.
Technology recharge. Radiation protection falling. Radiation protection falling. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Oh yeah, there's worms there as well. Yeah. Oh, didn't we tell you about them? Well, I didn't want to give you spoilers.
Radiation protection falling.
Ah, don't be too scared.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Yeah, don't worry about that. It's not worth wasting time on going back to those kind of things. But what many would do later in the game is mark it with a save point or something like that, because that would then show up on the planet. So if you want, you could come back and find that place. Hey girl, you have something in your eye. What's that? Yeah. Now is not a good time to stand on me, so because I need to make some space here. Boom, boom, boom.
Technology recharge.
The worst part is they appear with a red dot, so it means you haven't scanned it. And if you try to scan it, you can't, which is bloody annoying. You cannot kill them either. I have tried. Actually, many times. it doesn't really work out. But I will say there is some planets where there is worm layers, and you can fight with the worms there. What else do I have? I have things I shouldn't really have.
Technology recharge.
Ja, men altså... Yeah, money. I still don't know if I'm going to have to buy a ship or I'm going to repair a ship, so... That's not a bad thing to learn to speak Gek. A lot of people actually hate that part with the languages. I'm not entirely opposed to it because it actually kind of give a little bit of
Technology recharge.
well, a little bit into the game. So when they talk to you, you will see in the text they say words in red, which is English, if that's your language you have chosen, though, at least. And the rest you won't be able, it's in white, and you don't understand that. But the more you get in red, the better you get an idea what they're actually saying to you. And there's only around 800 words in each language, so plus minus a bit.